a norm in the society now. You wake up in the morning, you see this celebrity is like this, that one, and it's feeling like a norm. Is it that we're missing out something? Because if we stay here and talk about these factors that can get you a better relationship.
Um, well, sometimes family, sometimes
Okay, external
family
factors.
background
Okay,
matters.
matters a lot.
Yeah, family backgrounds matters a lot. Sometimes these men have a very different orientation,
From the house they came out from.
and it doesn't help him in his marriage. That oftentimes leads to a divorce.
Okay.
And then sometimes to the lack of time for your partner, like I said, lack of communication. Oftentimes the men feel it's just about the money. I'm going to give her money and she's going to be fine. It's not just about the money. You see most of these wealthy women, they have all the money, but they're not happy. Have you thought about what's the cause for all of that? A lot of times is things like this. When their spouses, their husbands doesn't create, he just feels it's about the money. I'm going to give her the money and that's
But
it.
if he feels it's all about the money, I think someone would have sent that signal from somewhere.
How do you mean?
The man assuming maybe he just needs to get that cash to go shopping, have fun.
You see, we women, little things matters to us. Those little things that you feel as a man doesn't count. To us, those are the things that even count.
A lot.
So you need to pay attention to those little things that a woman complains about that you do not call
But
a
some
thing.
don't complain and they expect the man to just
No,
assume.
no. So you should be able to, if you, except in a case where you didn't date your spouse before you got married to her. But if you dated your spouse, you should know your spouse. You should know when your spouse is
Upset
craving for your
for your
attention.
attention.
Maybe she just needs you to give her that come close to her and pamper her. And, you should understand the body language of your spouse.
Okay, now body language that has to do with the understanding too.
Yeah. So you
Because
should understand
I've had a scenario where this boyfriend and girlfriend, whenever they want to get intimate, they would have to quarrel first. They would have to quarrel. The boy would have to beat her,
Oh,
and after beating her, he start pampering her, and they get down, and everybody's like, why must it be so?
Well, there are some girls that likes rough guys. Just like there are some girls that likes to date guys that are cultists. I'm sorry, because they feel they're going to get the protection. Oftentimes I've heard lots of girls who say, well, while I was growing up, they'll say, oh no, I like this guy, I like a rough guy because people around the area fear him. So it's more like a cover for them. While other girls, and I know those kind of girls also like the beating part. And that is why we're different.
And why I brought it
what
up.
What works for you wouldn't work for the next person.
Why I brought it up, it's like when we talk about communication, it doesn't end up just talking. You need to understand the countenance of your partner. You understand? Like you just say sometimes
Body language.
the body language, you understand, she might be craving for your attention, but she would not say it. But you need to understand that to the point that if you see her nagging or squeezing her face, moody, you just
needs you to come and tell her
something.
Maybe you get back from work and then you're just getting into the shower and you just expect her to come serve you. That's like that African man mentality. It's supposed to be, we just grow up and then have this understanding that as an African man, your wife is supposed to come serve you, which is not bad. You get back from work, you just get into the shower and food is ready. Sometimes you get back late and your wife is already in bed. You should go give her a kiss and then she does the needful. But our men, they feel, oh, I'm an African man, so it has to and then
but they understand it.
Thereby you're making yourself what's the word? You're making yourself a tyrant in your home because you're not being
it's like
free.
you're too rigid.
Exactly.
You're not flexible.
Exactly.
But when we talk about flexibility, it should be on the two sides. You just said you made mention about being reciprocal. If the man comes and she's sleeping and he gives her a peg, what happens to she as the man is coming? I'm just trying to hit it on a vice versa note. You understand?
Maybe
Because
the man has. It could be that the man has not or did not tell her he's on his way, or even if he had already told her that.
but someone should be knocking at the door.
Let's assume as though he has told her, I'm on my way. He could have this key.
Okay.
You know, it's his home. And then, in a case where maybe he returns late, and she's already gone to bed, you know, there are some men that will not want to disturb their wives. Oh, it's late. I wouldn't want to disturb my wife to come.